What's the hype about live streaming?
It's fabulous. Contact Afri live stream. They're amazing. The best in the business. They say, dream it, we'll stream it. And they do. John was upset that he couldn't attend his brother's first rugby game. We used Afri live stream and he watched.
Can they stream any event?
Absolutely. And they deliver productions from pre to post. Whether it's a conference, sporting event or wedding, you name it, they stream it.
Wow, I get it now. Dream it, we'll stream it. AfriLivestream.tv.
The Rhino Week has been established in 2015, whereby the need has been identified, whereby we have saw that the current processes of all the teams across South Africa needs to be part of this wonderful game that we are playing, which is rugby. And our mission is, it doesn't matter your color or your way of living. If you can play rugby and you're the best in that position, that you must be in a team and you need to play. The teams that is in this week comes from Vaal. Currently we've got the Luiperds, the Griffins, Oopia that's coming from Vaal, and also the various places around South Africa that comes in this week and anticipate and strength to strength. After this tournament, there is the following age groups: 14, under 15, and under 17. By the end of the tournament, by the under 17s, we do choose a touring team that will tour overseas. Last year we were in the UK, whereby we were playing Saracens, Shell Sharks, as well as the Canterbury, and it was very successful. It also gives the individual the opportunity to go and play overseas. This year, however, we will also go to Scotland with a SA team that will be chosen on Saturday after the final game. The opening ceremony is to welcome all the spectators, and most important, to welcome the players that we cannot have this week without the players and obviously officials that make this possible. This work doesn't just get done in a week or 2 months. This is a year's planning from their side to ensure that when the players come to this week, that the clothing and the arrangements and the trials has took place, and the opening ceremony is to welcome and officially open a week that is taking place in the Vaal Triangle by VUT Stadium.
We want to have a look at also developing the hockey side on district level, because there's now opportunities for the districts to play against each other, and that will give more players the opportunity to play in a tournament and make them physically and mentally stronger for the game. Therefore, we're going to work on the depth of each province to increase that depth in hockey, and also then South African hockey itself to have more depth, because a lot of players feel if they don't make the provincial side, that it's not worth it to play anymore. And I think we lose too much of, or too many of the hockey players that will actually become very good players later on. Not everybody's on the same level, but therefore we need to increase the level on a yearly basis.
Firstly, I'm very proud of every player that has made it this far, and thus far we've had a lot of fun preparing and playing, and our first 2 games we've also won, so that's nice.
I think in South Africa, for rugby as a sport to be sustainable and be maintained, it was important that we encourage more boys to play this game in order for it to be sustainable. And obviously we want to grow the sport and make sure that more boys play rugby. In South African rugby, I think with the current structures there's only so many platforms that's been created for boys to show their talents. And Rhino Week started 4 years ago when Dries van Heerden spoke to one of the black boys that wasn't elected in one of the teams, and he couldn't go because he just didn't make it. But this boy had such good talent that we couldn't ignore it. And that's where this whole idea of the Rhino Week started, is by creating opportunities for boys, youngsters to show off their talents. Because we are human, we're not always perfect. Sometimes through the processes, we tend to miss some of the talents going through, and not always do we select correctly. Sometimes the Craven Week team has been selected and boys that didn't make it just miss it, but it doesn't mean that they don't have talent. And Rhino Week has created that opportunity, and that's what life is about. It's about creating opportunities for everybody to show off their talents. Since the inception of Rhino Week, we have created opportunities for a lot of youngsters, under 15 and under 17. Why those two age groups? It's very important because the rest of the structures focus on under 13 and under 18. What happened in between? Somewhere there should be a platform where we develop these boys, get them ready for the next level. And the Rhino Week has seen the gap, and Dries and his team has created that opportunity for youngsters to prepare them a year before Craven Week. So when they play here and they show off their talents this week, they give opportunities for coaches from the Craven Week to come and see who's got talent, who hasn't got talent. It's an ideal opportunity for boys to come showcase and show off their talents.
What's the hype about live streaming?
It's fabulous. Contact Afri live stream. They're amazing. The best in the business. They say, dream it, we'll stream it. And they do. John was upset that he couldn't attend his brother's first rugby game. We used Afri live stream and he watched.
Can they stream any event?
Absolutely. And they deliver productions from pre to post. Whether it's a conference, sporting event or wedding, you name it, they stream it.
Wow, I get it now. Dream it, we'll stream it. AfriLivestream.tv.
Ja.
Ze heeft niet gefrikeld, ze moet move. Oké. Oké, go.
Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure for me to announce the team of hockey that will be touring to Europe from the 3rd of December to the 13th of December. It is my pleasure to give over the mic to my coach to call all the players for recognition. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure, privilege to call on the names. First is Clarice Fouchier, Nadine Pretorius, Julia King, Shanae Swanepoel, Nyanka Fasen, Elisma Luther, Busi Radebe, Elise Koekemoer, Rudai Boon, Natalie Pieters, Michaela Roots, Nicola Latengan, Amy van Bouillon, Risa Boshoff, Anel Terblanche, Nicola Capazario, Annemarie Geldenhuis, Zani Viljoen, Leila Miller, Sunay Conradi, Charlene de Klerk, Jessica Fouchier, Mika Snyman, in die afwesigheid Monique Germeshuisen en Rosel Stegman. Dan ons non-traveling reserves is Elske Venter, Kayla Greiling, Karabo Sifatsa, Tanya Nel en Rihanna Creer. This is our privilege to take this hockey players overseas. So good luck. Thank you for the Rhino Week.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we will go with them. Those who will be accompanying them. From the air here is Gert Toteti and my hockey coach. Thank you very much.
as I do close. Okay, so you can hear this. Okay, fine. I'll do close. Okay, we can swap, eh? Gary. Gary. Camera 1. Can I be maybe close on this one? The next round. Who's 5? I'm 1.
Siena, by die bal, by die bal.
Ooh, don't bump me. I'm on air now. Just wait until he's stop kicking.
Kicked that ball out behind the corner flag, so couldn't use any advantage from that penalty being awarded to Noord-Wes Platinum. Only 10 minutes of playing time remains in this game, but all of a sudden Noord-Wes looks like a real danger team, especially when they get the ball through to the hands of George Maroba, the number 13 centre. Ball kicked upfield, Waterboer in possession. He kicks the ball and now well followed up. Oh, and then he knocks it on right in front of his post. What an error at a crucial point and time in this match. So here is a real good opportunity for Noord-Wes Platinum to strike back. Enough time left in this match. A flanker with a number 23 jersey. Free kick. Angle of scrumming being penalised. That's a free get out of jail ticket being awarded to Sedibeng West. Give it to the big forwards. Run a couple of good aggressive meters, gaining good advantage over the advantage line. Good interaction between the forwards and the backs. Quickly dispose, Starbottom that quickly dispose of that ball. 2 or 3 defenders. Then Ani Rousseau coming away with the ball, kicking the possession away. Wrong option once again by Noord-Wes Platinum. As Sedibeng West with a clearing kick. No, he finds Waterboer. out of the first 2 tackles. Then aggressive tackling by the Sedibeng West forwards. Slow ball. Yes, Noord-Wes Platinum taking the ball through the hands. Good aggressive running by Stefan van Niekerk. Stepping inside, going down to ground. Die bal wat teruggeplaas word. Sien die nommer 9 skrimskakel Dewald Du Plessis. Hy gee daar vir sy nommer 14 Tommy Fouché. Tommy Fouché wat die bal veld op skop. Goeie skoppie word. Met so 'n woer-skoppie is dit Sedibeng West wat van die bal probeer ontslaa raak en verligting bring. Slaag nie werklik daarin nie. Tien spanne wat hierdie jaar by hierdie week is. 10 provinsiale spanne. Van onder 15 tot op onder 17 vlak. Achterin gegooi, weer die groot nommer 4, Stefan van Niekerk met 'n stormraamloopie. Hy probeer hom losruk. Word baie effektief as baldraer benut. Dan is hier weer geleentheid as hy oorgegaan word oor die lyn. Dit is die tweede 3. Het hulle beste verlaaste gebeure? Dis die vraag wat nou op ons lippe lê. Is daar nog genoeg tyd oor? .13 punte, 25-13 met die doelskop wat wag. Die nommer 7, John Libbe, wat die skeieregter se hand kom skud. Asof die skeieregter daardie 3 vir hulle verniet gegee het. Ek glo nie so nie. Tommy Fouché wat die skopwerk hanteer. Hy daardie pale aandagtig beskou. Tommy Fouché coming forward. Good strike of a ball. Yes, that's another 2 points. 25 playing 15. 25-15 in die guns van Sedibeng West. As daar nou handgeskit word, snaaks hierdie tweede helfte wat so 6 minute korter was as die eerste helfte. Maar dis aan die einde van die wedstryd wel gedaan, Sedibeng West. Well done to them. They've dominated up front. They reaped the rewards and a convincing victory. 4 tries to the 2 tries from Noord-Wes. 6 tries that we saw in this first and the 14 match of the day. So we prepare for the next match, starting at 1:30. That will be the under 15 final, Griquas versus the Pumas 15. Griquas teen die Pumas 15-tal. Dit aan die volgende kragmeting van die dag. Wat ook 'n opwindende kragmeting behoort te wees as die spelers klaar daar gereed staan om hulle spanmaats hier op die veld te verwelkom. Die span van Griquas wat op die veld verskyn in hulle kenmerkende klere, die Pau-blaues. En dan is dit die Pumas. Die senior provinsiale span, die Pumas wat gister aan die eindstryd van die Supersport Rugby Challenge gehaal het. Hier op onder 15 vlak. Is dit hierdie spelers wat geleentheid het, is die Pumas wat die regterkant se doellyn gaan verdedig. Griquas wat die linkerkant se doellyn gaan verdedig. Skeieregter in hierdie kragmeting, meneer Waldo Burke. Afgeskop deur die Pumas se Christian Gates. Pumas voorspelers wat daar in dons, verkry dadelik die bal terug. Loskakel van die Pumas Gates wat die bal versprei na sy binnesenter Kreer. Van Renen Kreer. Bal weer beskikbaar vir die Pumas. Wil die bal daar by die punt uitbring by die gevaarlike buite agterspelers. Dan word daar oorgeduik vroeg in hierdie kragmeting die Pumas wat die eerste 3 aanteken sommer in die eerste minuut. In the first half or in the first minute of this encounter, the Pumas being awarded the first try. But that shows once again the importance of quick possession at the point of a breakdown, at the breakdown points. That point of physical confrontation, the Pumas dominated it. Fly half, Christian Gates, that spreads the ball wide. And first points on the scoreboard for the Pumas. Or to the Pumas. The conversion attempt. Can't really tell you whether that ball was over or not. Our cameraman did not focus there on the uprights. Cheetahs, Quilanu van Wyk, kicking off, restarting the match. On the far side of the field, huge contest for the possession there. But it seems to be the first line out of this encounter. Tiaan Pretorius vind hy sy springers daar nie. Ball available for the Pumas. Try to create a better angle, but in the process losing possession. Griquas getting the possession there. Well played. Stepped inside by the number 13 centre. And then the ball available for Griquas again. Can they strike back immediately? Good rolling placement once again. This time the number 18 lock forward. Next phase, ball available. Griquas, attack after attack. Keeping ball in hand. Turnover possession by the Pumas. Fly half, running a couple of meters, then kicking the ball upfield. What an excellent executed kick. Took play from his own try line almost to the 10 meters line of the Pumas. The Pumas look really good on both defense and attack at this stage of a match. Injury, player being taken off the field. A real pitiful sight. Hope he a speedy recovery on his side. Spel wat weer voortgegaan het hier. Ball taken forward by the Griquas, still keeping good possession, good interplay between the forwards and the backs. Ball available, next phase. The first time tackling, not in place from the Pumas, but in the process the Griquas has lost the ball forward, thus resulting in a scrum. Number 9 from the Pumas, Ruan Cornelius. Then the penalty awarded by referee Valduberg to the Pumas. This will give them the opportunity to relieve somewhat of a pressure. Ball kicked upfield. Well executed kick from the Pumas. Taking play upfield. 7 meters inside the Griqua half. Werner Geldenhuys with a throw in at the line out, right at the back. That player wasn't part of a line out. Very suspicious. Corné Jansen van Rensburg taking the ball upfield. Kept the ball alive in the tackle. The skills of the players, a good run here from Deacon Pretorius, the number 14 winger, back to the forwards, once again good interplay. Corné Jansen van Rensburg for kick upfield, player being caught in possession, driven over the line. Line out belongs to the Pumas in a good attacking position, 7 meters from the Griqua try line. Werner Geldenhuys with a throw in. Kort lijn staan. Only 4 players part of that line out, right in front, back to Geldenhuys. Going down to ground. Ball available for the Pumas. Players coming in at quite a good angle. Griqua is trying to keep the player upright. It's a maul. It's Pumas trying to drive over the line, but without any rewards at this stage. Ball being taken away by the Griquas. Turnover possession. Good solid scrum. That's what Griquas will need here. A scrum half, Janus van den Heever passes the ball to his fly half, which couldn't dispose of a ball. Quilano van Wyk, and a huge pressure from the players of the Pumas. That prevented him from bringing the relief. So the pressure is still on. Pumas 15-7, Griquas 15-0. Rhino Week 2019 drawing to a close. The 4th annual edition of this tournament, presented by Prestige Youth Sport. And then it's the number 9, Ruan Cornelius, going over for the second try for the Pumas. Yeah, we could reason that it's quite easy for a scrum half playing behind a pack that's on the that's playing with a ball in hand and playing on the forefoot. They've got the dominance up front, but yeah, you still have to do the hard work. Ruan Cornelius been awarded the second try for the Pumas. Conversion attempt awaits. Number 10 fly half Christian Gates. Lang lenige loskakel. Beskou hy daardie palle aandagtig. Tree terug, kom vorentoe, tref die bal. Wat maak hy? Nee, dis sommer windskeef. Sy korrel wat heeltemal uit is. Plus, daar sy. 12 punte teenoor 0. Die Pumas wat voorloop in hierdie kragmeting. Wedstrijd wat ervat word van die middelkwalikie af. Hoë skop buite bereik van sy voorspelers. Can't really contest for the ball there. Then it's vir Pumas. So 3 dubbele oorslaan aangee daar. Hy wil 'n pad sommer oor hy speler gemaak het. Dis Cassie Botes. Bal wat beskikbaar is. Terug in kontak ingedra. Hierdie keer deur Jean-Ray Vlok. Ongelukkig daardie beweging wat skibreek lei. Came to an abrupt end with a forward pass. So now an ideal opportunity here. Ideal opportunity for Griquas. Janus van den Heever, hy tel die bal self op, gee vir sy loskakel. Quilano van Wyk, bal deur die hande gedra daar. Maar weer eens daardie beweging wat skibreek lei as die bal in niemandsland uitgegee word. The Pumas there to pounce on the mistakes from Griquas. Ball available for the Pumas. Ruan Cornelius try to break away. Around the fringes there. Next phase been set up. Puma ball again from the depth. Good running by the number 3, Cassie Botes. Good aggressive ball carrying abilities, and then the ball being ripped away by the Griquas. Once again, ball didn't go to hands. Referee says play on. That's Mr. Valdeburg. Ball available for the Griquas. Janus van den Heever gave to his lock forward, the big number 4, Quentin Kruger. Ball available again. This time it's the number 18. Taking the ball forward. And again, Griqua possession, building up good momentum and continuity. Pumas turnover possession, and yes, an ideal opportunity to strike and to strike hard. But Pumas would really like to make use of this turnover possession to their favour. But good defence. Line out, opposite side of the field. Once again, a huge privilege and excellent opportunity to be part of this Rhino Week 2019, presented by Prestige Youth Sport, live streaming by Afri Live. You can watch these games on their Facebook page, Prestige Youth Sport. Bal wat reg oor die kop van die lyn staan gegooi is en dan 'n hanteerfout gekapitaliseer deur Christian Gates. Christian Gates nog steeds met die bal in die hande. Hy trap af na binne toe, hy klop 2-3. Dis altans van Reen en Kreer wat 'n goeie beweging daar gehad het en dan word dit afgerond. Skitterend gedoen van Reen en Kreer wat al die harde werk gedoen het. Na links, na regs. Hy laat die verdedigers in die lug gryp. Nou is dit Christian Gates wat geleentheid het om van Reen en Kreer se 3 te verdoel. The conversion attempt awaits. 17 points. No points for Griquas at this stage of a match. Yes, that conversion attempt is there this time round. So 19-0. For the Pumas. Daai foukie wat ook reggestel is daar op onstel word, 19-0, die Pumas 15-tal wat voorloop teen die Griquas 15-tal, 21 minute verstreke in hierdie kragmeting. As dit Griquas is vir die wedstryd kan hervat hier van die middelkolletjie af, 'n goeie vlak afskop en 'n beter posisie vir die voorspelers om te kompeteer vir daardie bal, maar die bal wat daar oor die kantlyn wip aan die oorkant van die veld. Goeie besit. Werner Geldenhuys wat die bal in kontak indra. Once again, momentum belongs to the Pumas, taking the ball right through the middle. Cassie Bottas with a good run. Good strong ball carrier, that's Cassie Bottas. Ball kicked upfield by Christian Gates. All the way back into their own 22. The red zone, high risk rugby being played here by the Griquas. Well, he ran from the one side of the field to the other side, very lateral running. Not conducive for his team efforts to get away out of the red zone, but the Pumas once again on attack. Good run by Ronnie Tsabalala, but he ran out of space. So line out possession, that belongs to the Griquas, but the Griquas that just do not have any opportunities to relieve the pressure on themselves. The Pumas piling up the pressures or the pressure on a regular basis. Lost forward. Scrum. The Greek were put in at the scrum. A vast improvement of the skills of the players. That's quite remarkable. If you see when the players take the ball into contact, the way they dispose of the ball, keeping the ball alive, taking their hands through the tackle, finding the support players on the left and on the right. Griquas, time to relieve the pressure, but quite a bad pass to the number 21, CJ Marks from the scrum half. Van den Juffer, and then the ball being chased down by the Pumas. And is that the 4th try of the match? Indeed so. No, it's a penalty to the Griquas. Pumas players offside. One almost wanted to say that's one of the 7 deadly sins of a modern game today, not to find touch. But some of the pressure that's been released or relieved. Hoeke, Tian Pretorius for the Griquas. Coaches El van Wyk and Jay Bekers won't be happy with their team's efforts in the first half. The Pumas winning the line-out possession from the Griquas, then over possession. Once again opportunity here. The ball being played wide to the outside backs. Once again good aggressive running by the fullback Munasi Dukuswa. Brought to ground. 22 meter. Once again the Pumas, good interplay. Luwazi Mogodi stepping inwards once or twice, but the first time tackling from the Griquas not in place at all. Another opportunity beckons here, but then almost intercepted by the Griquas. Lost forward by Griquas. Pumas possession at scrum time. Wedstrijd wat in 'n geweldige tempo gespeel is, veral deur die Pumas. Maar oudergewoonte, ons sien dit so baie of by rugby op alle vlakke in Suid-Afrika, die aantal hanteerfoute wat deur ons spelers begaan word. Dis as die spelers die tempo van die wedstryd vinniger maak as waaraan hulle gewoond is. En dit dink ek is die verskil tussen ons spanne plaaslik en die oorseese spanne. Die oorseese spanne se vaardighede teen 'n hoër tempo is net baie beter as ons in. Men sien nie die aantal hanteerfoute wat begaan word nie. Speler wat in besit betrap word daar van die Pumas. Griquas wat die bal afgeneem het. Turnover possession for Griquas. No, the Pumas come again. Just play it wide, Dukiswa. And Luwazi Mokodiri. And then it's the number 7, Steyl, Zander Steyl. Lost forward by the Pumas. Scrum possession belongs to the Griquas. Maar as die Pumas wat kamp opslaan hier in die 22 meter gebied van die Griquas, wat net nie daarin kan slaag om die druk op hulle self te verlig nie, speel hoë risiko rugby in plaas daarvan om net persentasie rugby te speel. Die aangee van die skrimskakel Janus van den Heever na Quilano van Wyk toe. Die is ook baie verdag en hy plaas sy loskakel onder geweldige druk. As daar getas word na die bal deur skrimhalf Roan Cornelius vir die Pumas, is dit die Griquas wat wegkom met die bal, maar weer eens 'n aangee wat in niemandsland beland. Die Pumas die is daar om te kapitaliseer by pounces on the mistakes of the Griquas, and that is try number 5. 24 points on the scoreboard. Well played, high fives been given out. So 5 onbeantwoorde drieë aangeteken hierdie Pumas 15-tal in hierdie eerste helfte. Doelskop wat nog moet wag. Sien ook dat meneer Waldo Burke 'n oogie gooi daar op sy horlosie. Na hierdie doelskop sal hy stellig die rustyd fluitjie blaas. Hierdie die onder 15 finaal. Griquas 15-tal wat kragte meet teen die Pumas 15-tal. 4de weergawe van die jaarlikse Rhino week wat aangebied word in die Vaal driehoek. Prestige jeugsport, een van hulle trotse produkte. Hulle kies ook 'n span aan die einde van hierdie dag wat dan die Rhino week gaan verteenwoordig in Skotland, Wales en Ierland. Daardie poging pale toe die bal goed getref. Ja, die bal die is suiwer tussen die pale deur nog 2 punte wat bygevoeg word. En dit is die Pumas wat deeglik in beheer is en aan die roer van sake staan in hierdie kragmeting. 26-0. Daar gaan baie diep gedelf moet word deur die Griquas onder 15 I really can't see that they will find their way back into this encounter. The coaching team, Mr. Sleeboes and Mr. Henop on the side of the Pumas, they will be well aware of the fact that their team has got the upper hand up front, and the exciting backs has been brought into play at the right times, resulting in 5 unanswered tries within the first half of this encounter.
Martin van Weegart here with me. He's one of the most important person for this tournament. He's the one that is making sure that the tournament is running. He's particularly dealing with the sponsors. I just want, he must tell us a little bit about the sponsors and how does it work. But I've got some few questions that I want to ask him here. Martin, how important is the sponsor for the week like this?
Yeah, Gert, thank you very much for the opportunity for myself as a marketing manager for PJS. It's very important to have sponsors. As you could see, the teams that is here this week, they cannot be here if it's not for sponsors. Just to give you an example, we've got a team from the Cape, and they cannot be anticipated here if it wasn't for the sponsors. Furthermore, if you can see at our field and the way in the stadium, we like to deliver good quality of sportsmanship. Remember, we do not only have rugby, we've got hockey, we've got netball as well, which is not here this year, but in the future netball will be here as well. So sponsors makes it possible for all of these youngsters and youth under 14, 15 and under 17 to be part of this week, where our responsibility is to develop these youngsters.
I think the sponsor you have here is a very important item for this tournament, and Martin has been doing well for the past 4 years to make sure that this Rhino Week is running smooth, and for that we want to congratulate him. But I just want you to tell us about the policy, the PJS policy on the team sponsor. How does it work so that we can be all clear?
Yeah, Gert, our policy with regards to sponsors is to give them the ultimate exposure. The live streaming, what we're just doing currently, is a good example of giving them the mileage. We want to take hands with them for a long period and do not see them as short-term relationships. So the sponsors that we've got is, as you could see in the back of myself, we've got various of stakeholders that take part of this event, and it's also important for them, as it is for us, for them to be out there in the public, so that the public can acknowledge them as well via papers.
Thank you, Martin. I think we can all hear that the sponsor is very important. And Martin, this is a journey to you. Keep the journey going until you say we have reached your goal.
Yeah, thanks, Gert. And can I take this opportunity to thank all participants in this event, to making it possible for the youngsters, as well as all the sponsors that took part of this. And we're looking forward, should there be other sponsors and stakeholders that want to take part of this Rhino Week, please contact us for further details. Thank you.
The second half. CJ Marks with a ball in hands. Welcome back to the Isak Steyl Stadium, VUT campus. Sports grounds here in Vanderbijlpark in the Vaal Triangle. 4th edition of a Rhino Week 2019. The Pumas in complete control of the first half. But the referee, Mr. Waldenberg, calls for players back. Scrum awarded to the Pumas. Pumas 26-0 up, making their province proud here at this annual winter week. Gisteraand gesien daar in die Supersport Rugby Challenge, the senior Puma provincial side beating the Sharks 15 in order to progress to the Supersport Rugby Challenge final. But our attention is back here at Rhino Week 2018. The Pumas willing to run from their own 22. Good run by Mogadiri. The number 15, Dukiswa Munashe. Quick possession, that's what they need. They do not get it. The ball doesn't go to hands. And this is a good time in the match for the coaching team as the Sleeboes and Hennep to make use of the players on the bench. Quinn van Zyl, Aletaki Boutelezi, Corneille Jansen van Rensburg, Andrew van der Merwe, Ewan Nieuwboud, Armand Swanepoel. Those are the players that can still be utilized. Ewan Nieuwboud, in actual fact, he's on the playing field now. Now the Griquas. That's percentage rugby, getting rid of the ball, kicking it upfield, but right down the throat of Deacon Pretorius, one of the dangerous outside backs on the side of the Pumas. Pumas wat die bal agtertoe verloor het, nou word daar mooi reguit gemaak deur die nommer 8, Andrew Jansen. As die bal in kontak ingedra word, bal wat weer beskikbaar is, volgende fase wat afgedwing word, skripskakel Roan Cornelius, wat die bal daar uitgrawe, kry dit in die hande van sy loskakel Christian Gates. Bal wat in kontak ingeraak, reg deur die middel gebreek daar. Griquas verdediging wat weer getoets word. Maar vorentoe aangee wat daardie beweging laat skibreek lê. En daarvoor gaan ons 'n skrim sien met Griquas wat die bal kan ingooi in hierdie skrim. Griquas wat ook nou 'n bietjie die intensiteit van hulle spel verbeter het hier in die tweede helfte. Probeer regtig om op te maak vir 'n eerste helfte wat baie moeilik verloop het vir hulle. Ek glo Louis van Wyk en J. Bekes, die afrigtingspan aan die kant van Griquas, wat 'n groot motiveringsstaak gehad het rustig om hierdie manne gefokus te hou. Janus van den Heever wat die bal uitgee, die druk wat verlig moet word hier. Griquas wat nog steeds met groot kreatiwiteit speel, maar die bal wat weer in die hande van Deacon Pretorius geskop is. Ondersteunende spelers, die is daar, bal wat versprei is deur Ewan Nieuwboud. Die Pumas wat 1 meter vorentoe en 3 meter agtertoe gehardloop het, gevaarlik heel agter Munashe Dukushwa. He beats the opposition, he's going straight through. A scintillating run, diving over under the post. What a good run, good individual brilliance. Munashe Dukushwa, wat die afronding doen, skitterende 3 aan die kant van die Pumas. Hy dreig al die hele wedstryd om amok te saai. Hy ruk die verdediging aan flarde daar in die veld. Klop al die verdedigers, laat hulle net na blote lig gryp. But what an exciting, scintillating run by the fullback, Munashe Dukushwa. This conversion attempt, that should be a mere formality, and indeed so. Another 2 points added to the scoreboard. 33 points, 6 onbeantwoorde drieë, 6 unanswered tries, belongs to the Pumas. By wiping the opposition off his field today. So, only thing that remains for the Griquas player is to play for a bit of honour, score a consolation try or 2. But at this stage of this encounter, the Pumas has got the complete upper hand by dominating up front, by making use of their opportunities, by playing with a good entrepreneurial skills, good creativity, keeping the ball alive in the tackles, spreading the ball wide, bringing it to their dangerous outside backs. Maar ja, dis maklik as jy op die voorvoet is. All the possession belongs to the Pumas the territorial advantage in the favour of the Pumas. Number 21 with a ball in hand, CJ Marks, has a couple of replacements, comes onto the field. We also see Dian Barnard on the playing field, Tielman Meyer. That's some of the Griqua players that's already on the playing field. Bit of communication there between CJ Marks and Baldu Berg, the referee. All the saps been made. Almost won it back for Griqua. That's possession for Griqua. The ball lost by the Pumas. Scrum awarded to Griqua for the first knock on. But what an exciting run Munase Dukushwa dished up for us just a couple of minutes ago to score what must be one of the tries of this tournament. Ball fed by Jannes van den Heever. Free kick awarded to Griqua. Fly half, Quilano van Beek, he gives it out. A bit of a stationary run there by the number 13. Ball available once again for Griqua. Good aggressive defense by Christian Gates. Penalty. Quick play by Jannes van den Heever. Spreading the ball wide, Griqua in the midfield. Handling error. One too many handling error, spoiling any real opportunities to advance. Also see Alefan Buthelezi that's taken the playing field now. Aletaki Buthelezi makes his appearance for the Pumas 15. Good solid scrum by the Pumas, but the scrum half been cut off from the fly half, offside by Jannes van den Heever. Quick tap of a ball. The Pumas on the loose again. Van Reen and Creer, he gives it to Tabalala, but good defense from the Griqua team didn't allow any space to open up. But this dangerous outside backs, Munase Dukushwa, Deacon Pretorius, Junior Mondlane on the side of the Pumas. Ja, well, they've been playing during this encounter. Die Pumas wat sukkel om daar die bal op te tel, skeieregter rekenaars geen hanteerfout daar nie. Pumas wat wegbreek met die bal, die groot nommer 20 Hendro van der Merwe afgegaan grond toe, bal geplaas, bal weer beskikbaar, teruggetrap, daar reg in die verkeer in deur Corneille Jansen van Rensburg. Strafskop reg in die middel van die veld. 'n Vinnige tikskoppie daar deur Joshua Johnston. Dan gaan hy self van die oppositie tromp op aan die bal wat wyd gespeel word, weer na binne toe wat daar afgetrap word deur Dukushwa. Bal wat vinnig deur die hande gaan, maar once again a flurry of mistakes being made by the players. En dit is Griqua wat die heeltyd moet wal gooi. Slaag net nie daarin om die druk te verlig nie. Pumas wat hulself weer bevind binne die 22 meter gebied van Griqua. Speler met die nommer 14 op die rug, Jaden Eyman. Lyk my daar was 'n paar posisionele veranderinge ook, 'n swak aangee hier na agter toe. Ja, en Griqua, they are not doing themselves any favors here, putting themselves under pressure. And now this is a good attacking position for the Puma team, 5 meters from the try line. An abundance of opportunities available for them here. All been fed in the scrum. Solid scrum by the Pumas. Ball being picked up by 8th man Andrew Janssen. Then they bring it inside to the fly half Christian Gates. Once again a good run by the number 11 Junior Mondlana. Griquas player. Trying to keep Mol there upright, but then it's for number 19 going over there. Corné Jansen van Rensburg. Try awarded. Afronding die is in plek. Well played. His second try of this encounter. That's Corné Jansen van Rensburg. Try number 8 if I'm not mistaken. Sweeping the floor with the opposition here. Also see that Armand Swanepoel is on the playing field. Easy conversion attempt awaits for fly half Christian Gates. Good strike of a ball. Almost thought that was going past the left hand upright, but he made sure of that. 40 points to 0. A whitewash. This is the penultimate encounter of the 2018 Rhino Week. One match awaits. That's for Ollie Otter Cheetahs versus the Pumas. Griquas do not really have many opportunities, and whenever they had it, a good break by the number 21 CJ Marks. But once again, just as they start to look dangerous, they lose the possession, give it away. Free get out of jail ticket to the Pumas. And he doesn't look comfortable. Oh, CJ Marks. That must hurt for sure. Painful. Is he trying to regain his composure? Hope it's not too serious. No, he's definitely very uncomfortable, and I don't think he will take part any further in this match. Substitution. Rolling substitution. If I look at the way Waldo Burke is communicating it towards the bench. CJ Marks has been taken away there. Towards the first 8 personnel. Good solid scrum from Griquas, but also from the Pumas. First time tackling, once again not in place. Offsides by Griquas. Opportunity beckons for the Pumas. Kick to touch. He finds the necessary touch. The Pumas all the way back into the half of the Griquas. Good territorial advantage. Belongs all to the Pumas. Good quick ball back to Joshua Johnston. Supportive runners. Ewan Niebout. He gave a ball to his big forward Flock. Once again, first time for number 20, Andrew van der Merwe. Ball been taken away by the Griquas, but caught in possession a meter from the try line. So the players pile in there, all the support players, but to no avail. Scrum 5 meters from the line. Defensive scrum from Griquas. Good solid scrum by the Pumas. Hastily getting rid of a ball there. Back in the hands of Mogodiri, Lwazi Mogodiri. Mogodiri breaking loose from the first time tackling, not in place once again. Good long placement of a ball. Back to the number 19, he just scored another opportunity for Corné Jansen van Rensburg. Then spreading the ball wide. And the man that's going, Van Rienen Creer, been awarded try number 9. But that was a team effort indeed. Eventually started by Corné Jansen van Rensburg and also Lwazi Mogodiri that had a hand in that try. And the guy doing the finishing off of a player that is involved the finishing of his movement, none other than inside centre Van Rienen Creer. This match been a real one-sided affair. All the honour and glory belonging to the Pumas 15. Doesn't waste any time on that conversion. Make sure. Heading towards 10 tries. Is that what they really want today? I think so indeed. 47 points to 0. And still a long, long way from the finish of this game. More than 10 minutes remaining in this match. And understandably so, the Griquas players taking their time, getting ready for the kickoff. Kicked off deep. Number 16, Quinn van Zyl, with a breakaway. Distributed by Ewan Nieuwoud. Once again, good interplay between forwards and backs. Mogodiri, Munase Dukiswa, Junior Mondlane. Junior Mondlane! What a scintillating run. Once again, the left wing shows that he can do what the fullback could do as well. Munase Dukiswa. This time it's Junior Mondlane. What a run down the touchline on the other side, or the opposite side of the field. And that is try number 10. So another 5 points been added. As they go past the 50. Once again, no mistake. Effortlessly been stroked over the uprights. 54-0. As I said, sweeping the floor with the opposition. That's what the Pumas are indeed doing here in this encounter. The defensive line been broken, and then a lost forward. Munase Dukiswa will be called back. But these players, Munase Dukiswa, Junior Mondlane, Ronnie Tsabalala, nobody will tell me that they are not here purely on merit. That is indeed been the case. This tournament, the Rhino Week, that fills the void of that's been left by the interprovincial tournaments of SARU. There's no under 15 week, but there's an under 16 week. So this week actually prepares many of these players for the Grand Coma under 16 week. That's at under 15 level, and then the under 17 fills the void that's been left for preparation for the under 18 week. Attempt by the Griquas, straighten the lines. Tackle not dangerous at all. Griquas, a rarity in this match. The number 14 breaking away there for Griquas. That is Jaden Ayman. But Pumas has taken the possession away once again. Good aggressive tackling from Griquas. Iwanivot getting rid of the ball, spreading it wide. Through the hands again, and yes, another good effort. Once again the number 19. Corneille Jansen van Rensburg, and the finishing off by Munase Dukuswa for his second try. But all the hard yards has been run by Corneille Jansen van Rensburg. Very smooth with a conversion attempt. 100% strike rate with regards to the conversions today. I think the Greek was trying to pick up a pace of a game now, but to their own detriment. Penalty, obstruction by the Pumas. 8 minutes remains in this match. Ball lost forward by Griquas. Opportunity blown up into thin air by the Griquas 15. I really didn't make the best of a few opportunities that came their way during today's encounter. Iwanivot to feed the scrum. Vaal referee not happy. Scrum will have to reset. Oupa, ouma, boetie, sissie, ma, pa, oom en tannie, niggie, neefies, almal het kom kyk en kom ondersteun vandag. This is a family affair. Penalty conceded by the Pumas. Jaden Ayman with a ball in hands. A final siren going off. Final opportunity to prevent a Puma whitewash. Pumas have to fall back. Aiden Ayman giving it to number 8 Luke Bok. Then the ball being taken away by the Pumas. And it was just so het of Luasi Mogodiri die bal opgetel. Valdo Burke se vletjie wat die einde van hierdie wedstryd aankondig. Genadiglik vir Griek was die Pumas. Die word as oorwinnaars gekroon in die onder 15 Rhino week 2018. 61 punte teenoor 0. 11 onbeantwoorde drieë wat aangeteken is deur hierdie Puma 15-tal. Maar daardie gevaarlike manne Munase Dukuswa, Ronnie Chabalala, Junior Montlane wat die skade agter verrig het. Voorlangs was dit definitief Corneille Jansen van Rensburg wat die pot gestook het daar en die vlammetjie lewendig gehou het. Hy was die katalisator voorlangs. game plan well executed. Mr. Sleebush and Mr. Henop, the coaches of the Pumas 15, will be very happy. For Mr. Bekes and Mr. Van Wyk from the Griquas, it's all back to square one.
What's the hype about live streaming?
It's fabulous. Contact Afri live stream. They're amazing. The best in the business. They say, dream it, we'll stream it. And they do. John was upset that he couldn't attend his brother's first rugby game. We used Afri live stream and he watched.
Can they stream any event?
Absolutely. And they deliver productions from pre to post. Whether it's a conference, sporting event or wedding, you name it, they stream it.
Wow, I get it now. Dream it, we'll stream it. AfriLivestream.tv